The badge, law enforcement, it represented something very negative, something very violent. As a child, if the only time you see these people is when they come to take things, then you see them and you greet them as the takers, the conquerors. As a black male dealing with law enforcement, we feel this way. We knew that that badge meant something bad could happen to someone that we cared about.
So the conflict that exists between our African American, black and brown community members and law enforcement is not new. It's been happening for the last several hundreds of years. And yet it's so highlighted right now through the media. These tensions can have life or death consequences. And so we felt that it was really important to bring young black and brown youth together with cops.
I look at it like it's just too much misjudging going on. They're judging a lot of books by their covers and not noticing what people really have came from. Have you feeling like, why am I even born to even go through this?
I've been that person stopped by the police, and I've been that person that felt, like justice was just not right, or my treatment versus that it was not right.
They tend to judge, like everybody judge. And when I felt misunderstood is when the police didn't really allow me to talk.
The citizens have to be retrained, and so does law enforcement. And saying retraining them is just changing our way of thinking. If once you've had more positive experience than the negative, and you learn not to live off of the stereotypes, then we can make some real headway.
Things didn't begin to change for me until my freshman year of college. I got into a really nasty car accident. It was cold, it was raining, a police officer showed up. I'm sitting there and I'm crying, I'm in tears, and I'm just distraught. He showed me so much compassion, and he went above and beyond and stood there with me. He didn't have to sit in the rain with me with his arm over me. He just saw a human being, and it was just like this great angel. And we became brothers in that moment. For me and this having this negative encounter my entire life with the badge, and then this one occasion opened my eyes.
I think there may be only two groups in the United States that actually can understand each other. One, black young people. Two, the police. If to both sides, it seems that the world is misunderstanding them, it's a good time to say, you know what, let me open my heart up a little bit and listen to the pain of the law enforcement community. Listen to their fear. Listen to their sense of being labeled and wronged and misunderstood. Or let me listen to those African American kids. They can't take off their badge, they can't take off their uniform, but they still feel like they've got a target on their back because of their skin color.
And so what better opportunity to bring those groups together to address these challenges and come up with positive solutions and building relationships. So what have you guys heard about this thing we're doing tonight?
Actually, we haven't heard nothing but dinner.
You haven't heard anything? No, you don't know anything yet. We are hoping to affect some change by building some relationship between police officers and community. To witness these dialogues is truly a miracle, because you can feel the tension and sense that dynamic that exists. There's so much resistance for both of these groups coming together. And within the first half an hour, we're introducing ourselves and playing a game and kind of unpacking these ideas that keep those groups separate. And to see the bonding and the laughter and the understanding and the forgiveness and the tolerance that emerges for both of these groups is something that is so inspiring to observe and to witness. It gives all of us a lot of hope for moving this conversation and these relationships forward.
I would redefine my role as a police officer and recognize that my job wasn't just to arrest people. My job was to provide services and to be a social worker and to be a role model. And so I think when you redefine the role of law enforcement, you'll start to see a change within your community. You'll start to develop legitimacy, and you'll start to develop trust.
I was actually invited to go and participate in the youth dialogue, and it broke down barriers that I didn't realize still existed with me as a deputy sheriff. That session really opened my eyes, and it was something that I realized that the Alachua County Sheriff's Office needed to embrace.